college football, national TV, 7 o'clock Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Liberty, Kennesaw State. I'm going to give you a free play in this game with analysis in just a moment. Hi, this is Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, breaking down your one of two national TV games this Tuesday night. By the way, I did a video also for Middle Tennessee State, Jacksonville State. Check that out here on the channel right after you watch this free play video. And don't forget, hit subscribe and click the bell for instant alerts so you know when these go up each and every day of the week. I try to do all these weeknight national TV games for you. And, sometimes they don't make the cut as official best bets. Most of the time they don't. But I also want to give you a free opinion analysis whenever, because I know many of you are watching these games. You like to put a fun bet on them, do your own handicapping. And if I was to play this game on Tuesday night, I think the under 46 is the best approach. Now, as you know, I usually look to play big favorites against terrible teams that can't pass, and Liberty definitely fits the bill here. But when you run some numbers, you realize this line is vastly inflated. And I'll give you some basic math, the way you can kind of look at these games going forward when you're doing your own handicapping. First of all, on the season, Liberty, despite having a nice record straight up, going so far this season, 5-0 straight up, they're just 1-4 against the number. And that is often what happens after a big season as a kind of a mid-major conference team, that you get inflated. And that's what's happened here. The point spread's inflated. They've been paying a premium to back them. And despite winning all 5 games, they've only covered one of the 5. And I think this is another situation in which the line is too high. Just do some basic math here. On average, Liberty's games they've won this year by about 12 points. Kennesaw's lost on average by 19. That's a 31-point difference. But when you look at opponents played, Kennesaw's schedule has been about 9 points stronger. That gets it down to 22. You factor in a few points for home field, 2019. 24.5 is too high, especially now that it's crossed that key number of 24. Problem is, I'm not going to just take the value with Kennesaw State because they are a terrible team. And as you know, I never back big underdogs when they can't throw the ball because they don't have backdoor cover potential. And that's been evident this year. On average, they're averaging just 3.8 yards per play, just 5.3 yards per pass against teams that allow 7.3. So when Kennesaw gets behind in this game, they're not going to be able to catch up. So while the line is inflated, you could definitely see a situation in which Liberty still covers. So let's look at the total instead for your free play here. And I do think under 46 makes some sense. I just mentioned that terrible Kennesaw State offense. And by the way, we took a shot in the free play video last week, if you recall here, with that Middle Tennessee game. It was at 50. And I said I thought the over, both defenses were terrible. Both offenses had been bad, but I thought they could score against the bad defense as well. Lesson learned there, right? Bad offenses do not beat bad defenses. Nothing beats a bad offense, or nothing can help a bad offense, I guess is the better way to put it. And that game was 14-5. Kennesaw only put up 5 points against a bad Middle Tennessee State team, but they did hold them to 14. And Middle Tennessee State was average offensively this year. So, that was a sign of improvement. Of course, they gave up 63 to Jacksonville State the game before that. I'm fully aware of that. But they also had a 4-1 turnover deficit in that game and gave up a ton of rushing yards. In fact, only twice this year they've really been run against, and that was against Louisiana, scored 34, and Jacksonville State. But if you look, other than that Louisiana game, they've given up 31 or less in their other 4 games this season. So they've actually been a decent defensive team considering how bad their offense is and what terrible situations they put them in. Now we look at Liberty. They're known to be an explosive offensive team, and on paper this year they're averaging 33 points a game, but they've been facing opponents that give up 33.5. They average 6.5 yards per play against teams that allow 6. So their average opponent has been just as bad as Kennesaw's defense. In fact, at times worse. Liberty's averaging 5.3 yards per rush. That sounds great. 232 yards. Their opponents give up 221 and 5 yards per rush on average. So they face some really bad defensive teams. This Liberty offense is not as explosive as in years past. So that's another reason covering this inflated number is a problem. So let's stay away from the side. If you're going to play this game, I think the under 46 is your best option. The Liberty defense has shut down the weak offensive opponents they've played this season. In fact, you look at Liberty here, they've gone under in 2 of their last 3 games, and they've held every opponent to 24 or less, and they should hold Kennesaw to a lot less. Their team total is going to be around 11 in this game. So once again, line is too high. I don't trust the ugly dog, so let's look at the total. Under 46 would be my recommendation on Wednesday night. Now, don't forget, I also have a free play video for you as well with the other game tonight, Middle Tennessee State, Jacksonville State. So click the bell for an instant alert when that is posted. And when you subscribe, click the bell for instant alerts. Now, as I mentioned, if you're finding these free play videos useful, these often don't make my best bet card. More times than not, I'm not forcing a play on every TV game. So I'm giving you these free play videos for those of you doing your own handicapping, for those of you who want to put in maybe a 1% opinion play. That's how you use these videos. But if you're serious about winning and taking an investment approach, you need to get my 4% client best bets, which are mostly on the Saturday card and the Sunday card for the NFL. But the NBA is here now. The NBA starts this week, which means we have basketball every night going forward all the way till next summer. College hoops around the corner. World Series starts this week. So yeah, most of our football players are going to be Saturday, Sunday, but the daily sports, basketball, college and pro, baseball's still here. That's where you make your bread and butter money throughout the week. And another reason it's so important to be a direct subscriber at wagertalk.com. My clients are up 170 units this year, and there's still 2.5 months to go. Check out the best bet offers. And don't forget, if you want to upgrade to a full year all sports 1 year access, I'm going to bring the promo code back this week, SM365. That gets you 365 days and nights of all sports for just over $3 a day, just about $1 a play, because it's an instant $800 discount when you use promo code SM365. Once again, all sports, all access. That's the way to go. These free play videos are to help you build your bankroll if you're doing your own handicapping. I don't think this game has a ton of value. I would lean under, but once again, the best bets are the way to go if you're serious about winning long term. Hey, comment below. Do you want me to keep doing these free play videos even when they're just TV leans? If you're finding it useful, comment below. I will keep doing them. I'll give you my insight on all these weeknight TV games. I did the Tuesday game for you. I'm doing both Wednesday games. I've got the Thursday game up as well. Also, the NFL Thursday night video, Vikings and Rams here on the channel. Started doing decided about a month ago, I'm going to do all the Thursday night NFL games for you. And some of them do make my client card. That 49er Seahawk over a couple weeks ago was a client play. That, of course, won. In fact, we're 4-1, 80% the last 5 Thursday nights since I've started doing every Thursday night game for the rest of the season. Check out that Vikings-Rams preview as well. And be sure to check out bonus free plays on my page throughout the week at wagertalk.com. Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com. Hey, get there quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. Follow me on social media as well, at Steve Merrill, 2 R's, 1 L, at Steve Merrill on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV for more great free betting content coming up next.